Hey friends, Jeff Kelly with Monument Realty here, and wanted to take a minute to wish everybody a happy holiday season, Merry Christmas, and a super prosperous and safe and healthy New Year. Aside from that, I want to do something a little bit different this time. I want to tell you guys a story. It's kind of a real estate story that happened to me. I think it was my very first year in the business, maybe my first full year, that's what it was. And I don't know what you know about the real estate business. It looks super glamorous. We all make $1 million a minute and ride around in fancy cars and eat fancy food and do all that. But to be completely honest with you, that's kind of true. Later on, if you're super successful, you get that. But for the rest of us, and especially getting started with really below zero, which a lot of agents do, I mean, it's a bootstrap. You know, it is not glamorous. It's a whole lot of work, and it makes a lot of days you're like, why do I do this instead of digging a ditch or something else? So anyway, this particular year, of course, it was in December. It was one of those months where my family, we were able to get the bills paid, and that's about it. So there was really no money for Christmas presents, anything like that. You know, didn't want to go put it on credit cards. Couldn't, probably, looking back on it now. Had one closing that was scheduled for December 23rd, Christmas Eve, and that was going to be the one that would create the Christmas present money. So anyway, it did close on December 23rd. It wound up closing extremely late that day, and the funding didn't happen. And so in a real estate deal, you know, funding is when the agent gets paid, that's when the buyer gets their keys, that's when the seller gets all their funds. Everything happens at funding, not necessarily at closing. So it happened late enough that day that the title company wasn't able to fund it. And the next day being Christmas Eve and Saturday, it just wasn't going to happen till after. So we had already resolved that, you know, we're just not going to have Christmas till after Christmas. We had broken it to the kids that Santa was going to be a little late this year, and we're just kind of going to have to deal with it. And about 10 o'clock on Christmas Eve morning, I got a call from that closer that said, hey, I came up here today to cut everybody's checks. Come by and I'll give you your check. So we sprung into action, went and met her and cashed the check, went and hurried up and put it in the bank. Wife went Christmas shopping one direction, I went Christmas shopping the other, and we were able to put it together for a kind of a late Christmas Eve celebration, and all worked out. But anyway, I've never forgotten that closer for doing that. She had no idea that this was going on in my life. It's just something that she felt compelled to do to help everybody, which really good title people do that. Grateful for them. But anyway, kind of saved Christmas for us and didn't even know it. So anyway, it's kind of a feel-good story. Not very many people know about it, so I thought I would share it with you guys this year. And again, hope you have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and have a great New Year. We'll talk to you soon.